Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
First article is a nomination for the position of moderator, currently held by Guy Payne, who is seeking re-election. I'll entertain a motion to nominate Guy or somebody else. Do I hear any nominations?
I nominate Guy for life.
Second it. You got the second? Any further nominations? I'll entertain a motion to close nominations.
So moved.
Second? Is there a second?
Second.
Rob? All in favor of closing the nominations, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All in favor of the original motion to elect Guy Payne as the moderator for life, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Come on down.
Thanks, Dave.
You will.
Free room. Okay. Before, sort of typically, as I've done for a moment of silence, for those in Saxtons River who have been our neighbors or have been associated one way or another with Saxtons River. Jean Longley Bean, Robert M. Campbell, Ann Hatfield Kennedy, Mary Elizabeth Simmons Evans, Georgia Harris, Dorothy Arnault Haas, Louis Lassonde, Charles Chuck Ritte, Teresa Terry Sprout, James Franklin Tarbell, and Elaine Barnes. Just a moment of silence. And just learned that Ruth Salter died today.
Ruth Salter Todd.
Wanda's mother.
No, Wanda's mother. Sorry.
Of course, I'm saying turn off all cell phones, including mine. Just a couple of housekeeping things. Turn off cell phones. When I call on you, please state your name for myself or the clerk. And address all comments to me, not to one another, because that keeps things on the even. Speak once till all have gone, and typically during any motion you speak twice at most. I'll repeat the motion after the second and before the vote. Cutting off debate takes the second and a 2/3 vote. Other business cannot be money related. That's the last article. Rulings can be overruled, simply majority prevails. And I'm not sure if there are any non-residents here, but you're certainly welcome, and just please announce yourself.
Could you speak up a little bit, please?
Okay.
Speak up a bit.
Sure, okay.
He's saving his voice at the right time.
And are there any other housekeeping matters that I've overlooked? All right, folks. Thank you. And actually, there's a motion that's not on the article, but it's the motion to approve the minutes of last year. Is there a second? Or not a second, but to move the to approve the minutes.
I approve the minutes of last year.
And a second. All right, thanks. All those in favor of the minutes of 2018, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Motion has passed. Article 2, to hear the reports of the trustees, treasurer, auditor, fire department, tax collector, water pollution control facility. Is there a motion?
Yes, Mr. Moderator, I move that we approve the reports of the trustees, treasurer, fire department, fast squad, tax collector, water pollution control facility, and auditors as printed.
Is there a second?
Second.
So to keep it going, folks, good. Any debate, questions? Peter?
Yeah, on page 15, report your insurance line item again from last year. This year you had $7,000 in there and you went over by $1,379. Getting another, next year you're putting in the same amount of money. Last year at 17-18 you were over by pretty much the same amount, $1,300. That was in the general account. And if you go to page 18-19, insurance line item again, you've got $6,300 in there for last year. You only spent $1,671, and then you increase it to $7,500. You look on page 18, you had $6,300 in there. You only spent $2,310. I guess I'd like to figure out what's going on there.
You think it was credited to the wrong account? Do you think it was credited to the wrong?
I don't know. So I'm asking you.
I don't know.
I know last year there was $13,000 and it didn't get split. So that was corrected. And the amount to be raised by taxes was reduced by $6,000 or some odd cents there. But I just, unless there's another bill expected, especially on the wastewater account.
So the reason that the insurance figure is higher than the wastewater budget is due to the new plant coming online. So the insurance figure, we used what was provided to us as an estimate by our engineer. So that's why that number is at 7,500.
But you only spent $1,600 for the 7 you've already, for the $6,300, so you were expecting another bill from now until the end of the
No, this is the budget for next year.
No, he's talking about
yeah.
the actual.
Why would you increase it when you're not even spending the $6,300? Unless there's an accounting error somewhere.
I think there must be because
I mean, last year, you look at last year, and you had $6,300 in there, you only spent $2,310, you overspent by almost $4,000, so why would you increase it? It doesn't make any sense. I understand you got a new plant, you are gonna probably have to increase it, go with that, but.
We have 3 different areas that we have insurance on, and it might be that it's just not getting split out into those 3.
Somebody look into that.
we will. Thank you.
Any other points that need to be raised? Helen?
Ellen Howard. This is about the wastewater plant. The electricity that you had in the current, or the last fiscal year, you had budgeted $12,000 and you spent just a little bit over that. And in the proposed budget, you've increased it to $13,000. It's my understanding that heat for the facility was electric heat, so it would have been included in that electricity. You've added a new line item for propane for the heat, which is $5,000, but you've not decreased the electrical estimate at any amount. Is the new plant going to use even more electricity than the old plant and not be as efficient?
It'd be a good question for the engineer.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of unknown there.
It certainly is.
Yeah, well,
From my understanding,
Well, we don't know how much the plant is going
That's
to take
proposed
electricity,
sheets
but
for,
Okay,
My name is Dexter LaFever. I work for Tate and Howard for the engineers for the wastewater plant. And I think that for sure the heating cost for the new facility will be greater than the existing facility, just because there's so many more square feet. I think electrically, it's a little I mean predict, we have put forth budgets based on what we think the operating hours of the equipment will be and the actual motor sizes that are provided. But exactly what that cost will be is unknown. I think trying to compare it to the other facility, I think the biological process, the aeration, will be more efficient. But we've added some things. We've got UV disinfection instead of chemical disinfection with chlorine, which is going to use a significant amount of electricity by comparison. And we've also added sort of a double headworks, which is pre-treatment before it gets to the biological process, which is at least twice as much of the electricity as the former plant. All for better outcomes on the effluent side. So I guess the short answer is it probably will increase the electrical use, but not because of inefficiency.
Okay,
The other question-
Alan, can I just, anyone else have questions around that
It was
before I
on the
come
same
back to Alan?
topic. It's on the chemicals, the cost of the chemicals, and I would assume with the UV use that the amount of chlorine would go down so that some of the chemical amount would go down. And I mean, I can understand it being an unknown, but if it's something that could be really tracked for the coming years so that we could have, because I mean, the budget's going up from 204,000 to 249,000, which is a significant increase. So if we could just know that with the electrical and some of these things and keep it really tracked and, you know, accurately budgeted and accounted for the coming year, because I think that's going to be so important.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Following up on that, is any guess on what the user rate's gonna be this year? I saw a proposal when we did the auditing. I'm not gonna mention that number, but
Well, last year we had, recorded an estimated user fee of $695 for the residential users, and the total budget's, within 1% or 2% of the figure that we had last year, so I would expect it's gonna be right around that number. It depends on, when we calculate the bills, it depends on what the, how many users are on the system, which varies somewhat year to year due to the commercial cases. But it should be in that vicinity that we reported last year.
when we were auditing, there was a sheet that was attached to the wastewater information. I'm not sure, I think you may have put that in there. I noticed that there was the cost of the plant, total cost was like $4.1 million, and the projected cost for sewer was gonna be like $842. I don't know where that came from, like it was attached maybe erroneously to the auditing, but it just caught my eye when we were doing it.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but, we're pretty much right on track with what we had estimated last year.
Any other points to raise with regard to the reports? Looks like we're ready for a vote. In terms of Article 2, it's been moved and seconded to approve the reports of the trustees, treasurer, fire department, fast squad, tax collector, water pollution control facility, and the auditors as printed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Article is passed. Article 3. Nominations are now open for the position of trustee for a 2-year term currently held by Matt Brennan, who is seeking re-election. Any nominations?
Nominate
Matt Brennan, is there a second? Okay. Any other nominations? That being so, I would order the clerk to cast one vote for Matt Brennan to be the trustee for a 2-year term. All right, there's another nomination is now open for a position of trustee for a 2-year term currently held by Louise Loring, who is seeking re-election. Any nominations for this position? Is there a second?
I second it.
Okay. Any other nominations? That being so, I'll direct the clerk to cast one vote for Louise Owen for a 2-year term. Okay, trustee for a 1-year term currently held by Celia Bohannon, who is seeking re-election.
Nominate Celia Bonanno.
Okay, is there a second? Okay. Any other nominations? That being so, I'll direct the clerk to cast one vote for Celia. There's also a nomination trustee for a 1-year term currently held by Ben Wallace, who is seeking re-election.
I'll nominate Ben Wallace.
Okay. And a second. Okay. Any other nominations? That being so, Celia, cast one vote for. Okay. There is also now on the ballot a nomination to be open for the treasurer tax collector, and it's Alex Barrett, who is seeking re-election. And
Oh, I definitely nominate.
sweating bullets. Okay, so Sarah and then Ron. Okay.
Maybe Alex could hold his hand up for those.
Okay, sure. Alice, could you stand up and just let folks know this is the man? Okay. And that being so, any other nominations, or I may have already said that, but if so, Celia, one vote for Alice. Delinquent tax collector, it's a 1-year term. Connie Lancaster has held it and is not seeking re-election. So do we have any nominations for the delinquent tax collector position? No?
The position of delinquent tax collector is not included in Article 3. It wasn't warned.
He's happy to thank
All right, fair enough. Okay. Then that will be a position that will have to be appointed. Okay. Village clerk. There's a 1-year position. Celia Bohannon is not seeking re-election. So is there a nomination for village clerk?
I nominate Carl Ball.
Okay.
Second.
Carl? I'm assuming you're saying yes. I don't know why I didn't ask that of others, but I did. Okay, any other nominations? Okay, that, the nominations are closed and cast one ballot for Carl Ball. We have 3 positions for auditor that are now open. We have a 1-year term. Peter Bergstrom is seeking re-election. Any nominations?
He is or isn't?
It's. Yes.
I'll nominate Peter Bergstrom.
Second.
Second, okay. Any other nominations? Okay, that being so, Celia cast one vote for Peter Bergstrom. We have another 1-year term for Tom Bone, who is seeking re-election. Any nominations?
I nominate Tom Bowen.
Okay.
I'll
Second.
second.
It's a dual group back there. Any other nominations? That being so, nominations are closed, and Celia cast one ballot for Tom. And if I got this right, there is a 1-year term for Pete, currently held by Peter Golick, and Peter, you are not seeking re-election, is that correct?
That's correct.
So we have a 1-year term for auditor. Any nominations? Okay. We may have to go to finding somebody though, if it's not coming up tonight. Okay, going once, going twice. Okay, that will have to be filled at another time. Okay, moving on then to Article 4, which is, if I can get this up. You all have in front of you, Colin? No, I got it. It's more the way it's written. To see if the voters will vote to assess a tax on the grand list of the village for general operating expenses, the indebtedness of the village, and interest for the ensuing year, and if so, how much?
Mr. Moderator, I move that village voters approve the general fund budget of $58,050 less cash on hand as of June 30th, 2018, $33,845.78, with the balance of $24,204.22 to be raised by taxes.
Is there a second? Usually I can turn to someone, Matt, or someone on the board to speak to the motion first. Yeah, no, we can do that. Usually someone who's offering the motion can also speak first. But if not, any comments, questions to the trustees? Okay. Well, with that, I'm assuming you're ready for a vote. And if so, let me repeat. To move the village, that the village voters approve a general fund budget of $58,050 less cash on hand as of June 30th, 2018, of $33,845.78, with a balance of $24,204.22 to be raised by taxes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion is passed. Article 5. To move that the voters authorize the tax collector to take whatever legal action is necessary for the collection of taxes.
Mr. Moderator, I'll move that the voters authorize the tax collector to take whatever legal action is necessary for the collection of taxes.
Is there a second? No? Any discussion, questions, comments? If not, I'm assuming you're ready for a vote then. So, the article is, the voters authorize the tax collector to take whatever legal action is necessary for the collection of taxes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is passed.
Is this a tax collector or the delinquent tax collector?
Tax collector.
Okay. Is there a difference?
Yes.
Right, we don't have delinquent tax collector,
No.
right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, we're on to Article 6. The voters authorize the treasurer, subject to the approval of the trustees, to borrow money if necessary to pay the current operating expenses of the village prior to the collection of taxes.
Mr. Moderator, I move that the voters authorize the treasurer, subject to the approval of the trustees, to borrow money if necessary to pay the current operating expenses of the village prior to the collection of taxes.
Is there a second? Okay, Peter? Second? All right. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll be ready for a vote on the motion that the voters authorize the treasurer, subject to the approval of the trustees, to borrow money, if necessary, to pay the current operating expenses of the village prior to the collection of taxes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is passed. Okay. Article 7. To transact any other business, proper, to be brought before this meeting that is a non-budgetary matter. Sarah?
I would like the village of Saxtons River to make an ordinance saying that the speed limit on Main Street of Saxtons River is 25 miles an hour. Now, many of you may say, oh, it is 25 miles an hour, but the state has that as the speed limit. I would like the village of Saxtons River to make that the speed limit. Thus, we would enjoy the benefits of part of the tickets that the Wyndham County Sheriff's Department writes, which right now go to the town of Rockingham, and we can all, what has been said is, oh, well, it's going to the town, so that's like it's going to us. I would prefer to be going to the village.
Are you making that a motion?
I am making that a motion.
Okay. Is there a second to the motion?
I
Second.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Who's that, please?
G, of course, stand.
Yeah. You may have already spoken to your motion, but I'm giving you that option now.
Oh, I think we should do it.
Still. Any other comments, thoughts, questions?
I think
To
she
Sarah.
did incredible research. How would you know that?
Do we have any idea what the actual percentages are and how many tickets were given out?
What is it, 500 something in, was it, wasn't there, at the last, wasn't on our last report? $500 or something?
$500?
It was a significant amount of money.
And how many tickets, any idea?
I have to look.
Alan?
And percentages of that?
I don't know. How much we would get in it?
Well, how much is currently gotten by how they divide it up between Rockingham and the state? I mean, does the state get money?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the state gets money, the town gets money, and the Wyndham County Sheriff's Department gets money. But we don't, and we pay for the service.
All right, Ellen?
I think it's under a town of Rockingham traffic ordinance that was created back perhaps in the mid-eighties. I believe Paul McGinley was the manager when all of those were adopted. The other thing you've got to think about is the purchase of the signs, by the village. And you've got to adopt it, you've got to record it, you've got to do it according to statute, otherwise it'll get thrown out. And otherwise, no one will enforce it. So you've really got to cross your T's and dot your I's. So just if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right down the line by the law.
John?
Would the procedure be that we would get Rockingham's part, or would we just be a fourth divider of the total? Do we know that?
No, we don't.
I don't believe it would be split with Rockingham if we have the ordinance and the tickets are written within Saxon's River. Then it's split with the state and the village.
Yeah, and I can add one thing to that. I believe it depends on the officer who writes the ticket. When they write the ticket, they'll write the ticket for an infraction against an ordinance or against a particular law. So if they write it against the village ordinance law, then that's where the fine would go. If it's written against the town of Rockingham, rule, then that's where the fine would go.
The Sheriff's Department has indicated that they would be willing to write it against the ordinance of Saxon's River, as we do pay them to be here.
So Sarah, as I understand, this would be a motion that, in essence, for the board to do the final research and preparation?
Yes, and do it.
We need a subcommittee.
Ellen?
I think it's gonna have, it has to be published in the newspaper within so many days after adoption. So those are all part of the steps that
Yeah,
are
we
gonna have to be.
researched it to know that,
Yeah, so.
to that point.
All right. All right, all those in favor of the motion to adopt a village ordinance of 20 miles per hour?
I'm happy with
25 miles per hour on Main Street, right?
Yes,
Did I get that?
yes.
Only on Main Street?
On Main, in the whole village,
In
right?
the village, thank you.
In the whole village, what does that include? Up through Westminster Road?
Which it is, yes, which
Okay,
it
I
is
just,
now.
I think we need clarity as
Yes.
to what that is.
And along Pleasant Street?
Yes.
The legal limits of the village.
Okay.
Inside the village limit, that's,
The legal
thank
limit.
you, Rob.
Okay,
So we can do.
all right. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Okay. The ayes have it. So we'll go to the board. Any other business? Dave?
We have some huge delinquent sewer and tax bills, so hugely delinquent. And I think Peter Bergstrom in his audit report suggested we don't have liens on sewer delinquent users, but we do on tax delinquent. Is that true, Peter?
As of today, we had liens on the sewer.
Oh, we do, so we're good.
Thank you, Connie. She did
They're
all
all
the work.
filed today.
Filed them.
We can't let you go. Question answered.
So, David, are you asking about, like, for Ronnie and,
Whatever.
it's like, how many years has that been?
I
Do
don't
we
know.
know?
I'm just, the question was, it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
all in it,
Oh, okay.
it's all in it.
Jean?
I think last year at the meeting, I heard Pleasant Valley Road was gonna be repaid. And I'm still driving on that. And I saw them put the signs up and I thought, yes. And then what did they do? They repainted the middle line. So are they gonna fix Pleasant Valley Road? It's just a question.
Okay, town select board member here.
Peter Golick, Chairman of the Select Board, yes, they are gonna do some work on Pleasant Valley Road. I believe there's somewhere in the vicinity of about $50,000 to $100,000 that's gonna be appropriated, they're just gonna do the worst of the patching that needs to be done. It's probably a $1 million, $2 million project, because they have to take the whole road up and regrade everything, put new material underneath there, and unless you want a big increase in your taxes, hold on your hat. So that's why they're doing a temporary job right now. I tried to get more money appropriated by taking some of the money they were gonna put in chip seal in Brackensville, because I don't think there's as much traffic in Brackensville as there is in Rockingham on Pleasant Valley Road, but the rest of the board didn't seem to see it that way, so we lost another $125,000 that should have been put out here, but such is the way it goes. But that's the plan, yes. We will, there is a meeting on the 16th that the paving issues will be brought up again.
So to follow up with that, Pleasant Valley Road needs to be rebuilt. And I saw Parker Hill was done from 103 to the Springfield line over a matter of years and years, rebuilding it properly. I'm wondering why Pleasant Valley Road isn't being done that way, because it's horrendous. It's got more, it has more use probably than Parker Hill. Now, Parker Hill, for some reason, got the Cadillac, and we're gonna get patched potholes.
Rockaway Mills got the better job. too.
Right, but those two roads got
That was
rebuilt.
in the vicinity of $2.5 million, I think it cost that
Right, so
one.
why can't it be started from 103 and work towards Saxon and written done properly once instead of?
It will be, but eventually, but I think it's scheduled for 2025, I think, to be rebuilt.
Really?
Maybe 2022, I'm not sure, they give us 2 more years off, but, I'd have to check. I would say that the paving situation is on the select board agenda for the 16th, and we hopefully will get some update from them. But it's the cost of the project, basically.
Well, yeah, I
We don't
understand it's
get
a
any
big
money
thing,
from the state, so the only thing you can do is try and apply for the feds, and get federal funding, which you then get like a 80-20% split.
Right.
They pay 80, we pay 20 in the
Right.
town, so
Right.
it's, and we haven't had an engineer on board until last year, so we'll see what comes out at the meeting on Tuesday. Mr. Hammond's been absent, well, the engineer's been absent for 10 years roughly, so.
Right, but that wouldn't stop all projects because there wasn't an engineer.
Well, somebody's got to design it, and
Right.
I'm sure that
Right.
was the idea to get him on board along with a few other projects.
Right, so are there other projects that are going on that are rebuilding roads someplace else?
They're not rebuilding, they're just repaving, Lower Barnesville, Upper Barnesville, a little short spur between 103 and Upper Barnesville Road. Then they're gonna take and chip seal it on top of that.
So as it stands now, we're just gonna do some paving on
That's correct.
some of it.
At one point, if I remember correctly, the upper end, part of the upper end was redone, but not much of it. And the rest of it's just gone peanuts. I mean, there's nothing left of it. And it's gotta be rebuilt. They know it's gotta be done, so. Plus, we're also looking at Grizzle Drive, and that's another $1.2 million project. So that was scheduled, I believe that's 2025. So it's just a matter of where the money's gonna come from at this point.
So if you can get an 80-20 split, why aren't planning to do sections of Pleasant Valley Road?
Because it hasn't been brought up to the board yet by the manager and and the engineer. So once it gets, it may come up at the meeting, but that's, last project, projection we got was 2022 is for the full reconstruction, and 25 will be hopefully Grizzle Drive, they can get the funding lined up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that it's not been done.
I know,
Okay,
Pleasant Valley, you know, been fighting for that for years. And
Yeah.
It just gets pushed back to the back burner.
Gene, you had your hand up.
I hate to say this, but I feel like the sewer system gets gold and the highway for our cars gets, I'm not gonna say it. How do we protest? I mean, that's ridiculous. Patch up more holes when in fact, the whole road needs.
It's
Need to call the town manager.
And thank you for speaking up here. because
Well, yeah, it's a horrible road. I travel it, and it's just.
How do you go to the golf
You might as well
course?
strip it and just make it a dirt road.
I mean, if Trump were here, he would have that repaved.
Look, remember, we gotta remember that we closed the government down for 3 months, and nobody could get any money anywhere, so what are you gonna do?
So Peter, there is a select board meeting on the 16th?
There is one on the 16th, and there is a paving item on there, I haven't got the full
So
details
people
on
want
it.
to have their voice heard?
If they want it, they most certainly can go in and ask why nothing's being done on Pleasant Valley Road, it's,
Okay.
squeaky wheel gets the grease, as they say.
What time?
It starts at 6 o'clock. Probably, if you're there by 6:30, you should be safe.
And that's in the women's club?
Yep, downstairs, yep.
I've got another.
Okay.
Thank you.
Moving on. Other other issues?
On that same road, I should say. The paving that was done in Saxtons last year is fabulous. But there's a few things that were left. We have a crosswalk at the end of School Street that goes over and there's a curb. Was a parking space, there's no proper entrance, I don't know what you call them. The common, which was metal filled with concrete, is rusted and should have been replaced. But obviously monies are going elsewhere. We have 2 sections of concrete walks down by businesses that are cracked and heaving every year. Bellows Falls got new crosswalks, new sidewalks all the way down, which is lovely, and I support it 100%. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just pointing out that we kind of get a little bit shorted here, and I'm just wondering if, and the crosswalk by the store where the town kids pick up the bus is an illegal crosswalk too. It goes over to a ramp on the other side, but it's in the wintertime not taken care of very well. I'm just wondering if we're gonna kind of catch up and do some of these smaller projects.
They haven't done any paving of the sidewalks in Saxtons River for, I'm gonna guess, 3 years. Money's been appropriated, but they never did any paving. I don't know why. I was off the board for 1 year. We appropriated the money, but for some reason or other, just never got done.
Yeah.
There is $50,000 in there, I think, for sidewalks in Saxtons River, so hopefully this year, this board is pushing to get those done, so you will see some improvement in the sidewalk.
Yeah. Well,
Crosswalks, are you referring to painting of the crosswalks?
No, I mean, The new ones that were put in Bellas Falls and put in, when the new sidewalks are put in, have the proper slope and those.
Oh, I see,
Those
yeah.
grippy things. The one at School Street used to be a parking space. So you walk across the road and there's a full curb to step over. It's okay with me, but I'm just.
That could probably,
noticing.
that could be addressed at the, now that I know about it, I'll bring it up to Everett, let him figure out a way to do it, because I know they did a couple of them in town when they
Yeah.
redid some of those in Bells Falls, so. They just need the crosswalk slope with a pebble surface, so
Yeah.
anybody that's handicapped or
Right.
sight can decide where they're, can be surfaced, sites where they are on the sidewalk when they hit the purpose across the street.
Yeah. Well, it would be good to see some sidewalks, like on a yearly basis.
It's in our fourth section, we first
Section's
get the money
done.
apart, and that's why we use some of the unfunded fund balance to put money aside, because it's been out there, and we've never done it, so we figured this is the time to get it done. So hopefully, if the construction season runs perfectly, then we'll get it done as soon as we can get in there.
I would comment that the two sections that are concrete, that when they're replaced, they are replaced with concrete. And just seem to be the areas with, especially the one in front of the store, gets a lot of traffic. And
Yeah.
I just don't think asphalt.
We'll bring it up, because I'm not sure what the plans are. We haven't seen any projections of what they plan on doing for the paving, other than they are gonna do something, so. When it comes to that point, we'll make sure that that's brought up.
Thank you.
We put out notice, right?
Brian!
Any other comments on other business? Tom?
A couple of years ago, there was some discussion about improving cell service in this area. Is there anything new on that?
The only thing we've heard is that they're ready to go. They needed one more permit. That was the last thing I heard.
That's new. It's something, right? That's a real
Did
sunshine.
you hear anything? No, Carl?
No,
Check with Bucky, I mean, he might know. Bucky,
I talked to him not long ago and he hadn't heard anything.
he hadn't heard anything? Okay.
Any other business? Here.
Unofficial other business, but we haven't really mentioned the fire station at this meeting yet, and I would like to say that the fire station is on our radar. We're paying attention to the fire station. On that note, if you remember, fire hose wristbands were a big fundraiser a couple of years ago, and this year we're moving on to tote bags. My assistant is going to hold up a couple of prototypes. The borough has promised to sell these at the market with the proceeds to go to Fire Station Development Fund.
This is like Vanna White.
And the other one,
Wait, this will hold money.
So I think,
so while he's strolling, I will mention that I have volunteers. April gave me the fabric that was made with, but I have fabric also in my stash. I know there are many, many sewers in the village that have fabric in their stash, so we welcome your fabric and your time and labor. So,
Show it for the.
what?
Sean.
hold it up for the
That is gorgeous. Oh my God.
It's a must-have.
Now,
I was on the camera. Beautiful.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Downtown Saxton.
walk like you own it, John.
Right now we do. Thank you. So please, if you're interested in helping to stitch some of those, this is going to be an ongoing project, obviously, and I would be happy to hear from you. Thank you.
And does this go along, April, I'm asking you right in public, with the fact that the store is going to stop using plastic bags?
And it goes right along with it. You have to give me about 3 more weeks before all the bags come in.
And so, but then by selling it with 100% of the proceeds going to the fire department building, we should have that built in like a year.
Thinking on that?
You're welcome.
Not paying for the building.
Any other business?
Don't forget something.
So Celia, thank you for mentioning the fire station. I was going to mention that as well. But I also just wanted to give a shout out to a couple of people. Alex Barrett is a treasurer, and Rob Wheeler as our wastewater plant operator. The two of them in their roles, have done a great job of helping administer this huge project on our wastewater upgrade. And I also want to recognize Dexter LeFavor, who stood up earlier with Tata and Howard, our engineer. Since he came on board, to help us manage the project, things have stayed on track, on budget. So even though it was a huge project, and I know we're all unhappy about the rate increases that are inevitable, the project has gone pretty smooth over the past year. But the three of those folks helped make that happen.
Just a quick announcement, the 4th of July committee meeting is going to be having their first meeting for the 2019 4th of July at the Inn on April 15th. Do your taxes, then come to the Inn. At 7, snacks will be provided. And just a quick note is that in order for this wonderful, fantastic small town 4th of July to continue, we need everyone's help. There is no public funds used for 4th of July. We are very lucky in that Vermont Academy supports us in terms of a lot of the equipment we need, which I'm not sure they've ever been aware of administratively, but now they do. But we really do need every, Guy in the past has done the recycling. All that doesn't just happen. So we do need help, both financially, and again, no public funds. We raise the money for the fireworks. We raise the money for everything else. So, and it's not a nonprofit. No one gets a tax deduction. It's just having a really fun time in this small town. That wouldn't happen without everybody participating.
And Sarah, thanks for what you said, but I'm not going to be the trash man anymore.
Okay, so there we
Sue
go.
has told me that is over.
So an opportunity for someone to get involved. Alex.
Dave.
Celia, how are we doing with our speed monitor? How are those going?
As soon as it gets warmer. So we have the money, we have the equipment is in the village, and the town is going to install them as soon as the weather conditions and ground conditions permit. So in the meantime, if everybody in this room drives at 22 miles an hour through the village, that's kind of a calming effect.
Better than riding a bike.
Yes,
Exactly.
And I don't think you always ride under 25.
Thank you for asking.
I'd give a brief summary of where we are with the fire station, which has been a bit of a roller coaster. But after I think the last meeting, annual meeting, we had a very large number associated with constructing a new fire station on its current site, which I think took the wind out of a lot of our sails. The committee is regrouped, and we are close to getting some numbers that are far less than the $1.5 million that the first go-around came up with. So we're close to that. The committee was tasked by the trustees to come up with a plan and to present it to the trustees so that it could be moved on to the fundraising part of it. So we are working towards that goal, and should be there, I would think, relatively soon, probably in maybe a month's time. And we'll present that to the trustees, and hopefully we can find people to do fundraising for it.
to speak to the park? Or, yeah, Carl? I just would like to mention that we have received additional funding to finish the brownfield remediation part. We're setting up for the construction of phase 2, and it should be done by end of summer, beginning of fall, depending on when things can be planted and how long it takes to get started.
Okay,
So
it was hoped about the spring, but it sounds like it's the summer.
I think it will be a little bit later. We had a little bit of delay in getting the rest of the funding approved. Government shutdown and things like that. So the final approvals just came through about a week ago.
Any other, Peter?
Just a comment, in the auditor's report, I know Peter Bergstrom's been asking trustees if they're gonna do anything with the laptop, about cleaning it up. There's a lot of stuff in there that probably shouldn't be in there, and before it finally gets up to go, so you're gonna have to spend some big money.
Where is it? Who has it?
I don't, Tom, you know if Peter's got that, or was it Alan, you must have.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Alex, he's the culprit.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be cleaned up, and probably the QuickBooks thing should be updated, because every time you turn it on, it keeps asking you, you gotta keep saying no, or the thing will just, and then we're done. We're dead in the water at that point. So.
Backing it up a lot.
Alex will tell you.
Okay, any other business you'd like to transact? A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
A move? Second? I don't know if you need a second, but it's okay.